Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and these are some of the top stories we have for you tonight. Get ready to rumble. It's Company Street merchants versus the National Park Service. A burglar is shot dead in St. Thomas. And the lovely children of Arthur Richards Junior High School. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, the reconstruction of the Christiansted Clock Tower has many Company Street merchants angry these days. News Channel 8's Wes Small has the story.
We are in the park here in Christiansted with Joel Tutine, Superintendent, National Park Service. And Joel, the Company Street merchants in back of us, it looks like some of them are a little upset about our world famous steeple there, and see it's getting a makeover just in time for Christmas and everything, and the clock tower. But some merchants say the closing here kind of screws up Christmas shopping and everything in an already declining economy. They're kind of calling you the Grinch that stole Company Street. What's going on, Joel?
Well, you know, we have a situation where this repair work was actually scheduled for February.
Yeah.
But with the Christmas winds started picking up, the shingles where you see the workmen working started to come loose and started to fall off in bunches. Now that created a real safety hazard, one that had to be addressed immediately. Fortunately for us, the contractor had the equipment available immediately to address this problem. Now, this is just a small section between these two buildings where the street is closed.
Right.
Church Street is open, and you can come down King Street and get on to Company Street from there.
So it's not blocked all the way.
No, it's just blocked.
Just that one block.
Between the steeple building, right.
Yeah.
And then from, you know, most of the people who shop on Company Street park in the National Park Service parking lot.
Right in the parking lot over there.
For free.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can come onto it from Church Street. You can also get on to Company Street from Queen Cross Street, and you can also get to it from the Christian Shang Vegetable Market.
Exit Joel Tutine, National Park Superintendent, and enter now the Company Street merchants. And I said that you guys kind of said that Joel was like the Grinch that stole Company Street.
He certainly is,
well,
Mr. Grinch.
We have the folks working on the tower, and he said that because of the Christmas winds, and as you can see, we're kind of blowing here, that some of the shingles have come off and possibly posing a threat then to people walking down, so they had to get on that now. Your contention is, at a time like this, couldn't have come at a worse time for the merchants.
Well, first of all, I walk this area every single day. I have not yet seen one single shingle on the ground, either on here or on Church Street. Now, I came yesterday afternoon and took photographs of the foot traffic that Mr. Tutine says he is provided with this walkway. People have never seen this walkway before. They're leery about doing it. So instead of all the cruise ship people were here yesterday, and they immediately walked down and went straight to King Street. They did not make this turn because only local people that live here would know that this will take them out to the next street. They have all sorts of work vehicles in there. It is not conducive to people saying,
it kind of looked like a motor pool or something, like this is not a good turn.
They have additional equipment like the one they have here. And I just think that this whole thing was badly planned, and I really expect more from the federal government. You expect them to at least give you several days' notice. I was on the phone last night, or the night before, talking to the woman from the Daily News, a reporter, and she said, I don't believe it. We're just getting an email now saying that the street is going to be closed. She said, I'm watching it come over. As she's talking to me, having had, for me, a whole day of bad business.
Mitchell has given her opinion. What do you have to say about this?
Well,
My opinion is largely the same as hers. I think it's just unfortunate the timing that they've chosen to do this the week before Christmas. That's when, Company Street really depends on a lot of income from tourists and locals alike. And when people see the street is blocked, they just bypass it. Yesterday we had 2 very large cruise ships and not a single cruise ship passenger came on Company Street. Now I understand the safety issues that we have with flying.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
We had 2 cruise ships on island yesterday.
We did.
Are you standing here telling me in front of thousands and thousands of people that not one cruise ship passenger set foot on Company Street yesterday? Is that what you're telling me?
Correct.
We asked people when they came in, and we had 2 people from the cruise ship. 2 all
And
day.
from where I'm sitting at my store, the center of Company Street, we had none.
Last but not least, Miss Margot, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I just think it's really inconsiderate of the Park Service to suddenly decide that they're going to close off our street, because as we all know, if people can't drive down the street and see the shops and they have to go all the way around town and they don't know about how to get up to the street, they're not going to come in there. And we are hurting this year, and we're dependent on these 2 weeks are the most important weeks of the year. And if we don't pull in some cash during these 2 weeks, we're kind of messed
Be
up.
devastated.
Yes.
With that, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
And in other news tonight, a burglar was caught in the act as he tried to rob a St. Thomas family yesterday. That burglar was shot and killed by one of the family members. Here's VIPD spokesperson Melody Rames with the details.
Major Crime Bureau detectives on St. Thomas are actively investigating the shooting death of a suspect who entered into an estate Friedendal residence and was shot by an occupant in the home. According to the police report, at about 8:30 a.m. on Thursday, December 15th, officers were dispatched to a burglary and shooting at a private residence. Police and emergency medical technicians arrived on the scene and saw an unresponsive male inside the home, wearing a mask over his face and gloves on his hand, with at least 1 gunshot wound to his body. Medical personnel could not detect any vital signs on the suspect, and he was later pronounced dead. The preliminary investigation determined that the suspect entered the home through a rear window. The suspect was masked, had on gloves, and was armed with a firearm. The suspect confronted several occupants in the home and demanded that they give him money. During the confrontation, the suspect was shot by one of the occupants, who is a firearm owner. Police have not released the name of the adult male suspect. Criminal Investigation Bureau detectives, intelligence unit, major crimes, and forensic detectives and technicians processed the scene. The firearms belonging to the occupant and the suspect were confiscated by police. Chief of Detectives Lieutenant Milton Peterson said this case remains under active investigation. Anyone with any information regarding this case is urged to contact detectives at 715-5534, 715-5545, or you can call Crime Stoppers USVI at 1-800-222-TIPS.
And we want to thank Melody Rames of the Virgin Islands Police Department for bringing us that story tonight. Crucian Apparel has some excitement going on this weekend. The artists known as Baby Ranks and Uni Cruz will be signing autographs at Crucian Apparel tonight from 4 to 7 p.m. You might just make it if you go now at Crucian Apparel. The show, their show, will be, of course, on Saturday at the Malibu Fun Spot, and that's Saturday, December 17th. When we come back from this break, we'll take a look at your Caribbean Report. Bogo brings you the latest on what's happening in your entertainment report and more. Stay with us. Let's take a look at your Caribbean Report for tonight.
In your Caribbean Report tonight, we start with Liat, where Liat officials say they are working feverishly to ensure that their scheduled services are not disrupted during the Christmas season. Manager of Corporate Communications Desmond Brown released in a statement, efforts are continuing to respond to the various labor and other issues which have caused our customers to be concerned about the future disruptions to our schedule. It added that Liat remains in dialogue with the Leeward Islands Pilots Association on areas concerning to the pilots' union discussions, which have remained frank and respectful respectful at this time. Discussions are also ongoing with various unions amid addressing a number of other concerns which have arisen between the company and its employees. And turning now to Bermuda, where there was high court drama yesterday as a judge handed down an unprecedented 30-year sentence in an attempted murder trial. Jamal Blakely, 30 years of age, and Scatchny Grant, 20 years of age, were both sent for the attempted murder of Renee Kolchner and Shockey Miners. The sentences, 15 years for each victim, are to run consecutively, so the total time to be served by each man is 30 years. Both must serve at least one half of these sentences before being eligible for parole. Blakely, as seen in this photograph here, had just spat in the face of a cameraman as he was escorted to a prison van. Supporters of the men yelled out their innocence, including Grant's mother, who said that no matter what, nobody says or wants to believe he is innocent. Grant shot Mrs. Kolchner and Mr. Miners as they sat in a car outside of a Southside cinema in November. Blakely was the getaway driver. Mrs. Kolchner was 8 years pregnant at the time and was forced to have an abortion as a result of the gunshot. She was shot 3 times and has a bullet lodged in her leg and will forever be walking with a cane. Miners was shot 4 times that night and lost part of his intestines. And finally, turning to Basitri St. Kitts, where the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank has projected a 1.5% growth rate in the St. Kitts and Nevis economy for 2012. Minister of Finance, Prime Minister Dr. Denzel Douglas, said that while the growth will be flat for 2011, the economy will return to a positive growth path for 2012, when output is projected to be expanded by 1.5%. He said that the pattern is consistent with the trends observed by the OECS group.
And that's the Caribbean Report. And now we go to Bogo. He's got your weekend entertainment report.
Thank you very much, Jerome. Good evening to everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Entertainment Report. Of course, you know, festival is in full swing. Events have already started to go down, and you know, it's Crucian Festival, so this is the time to get ready and take part in everything. Okay, let's start off this weekend. You're looking some place to go. Generation Now is having the old school jam. That's right over there at Gertrude's. Of course, you're going to have people that think like DJ Porter. You're going to have the Madras Terrace. So definitely, you want to go and check it out over there at Gertrude's. And then, you know, this coming Sunday, of course, you know, festival is in full swing at Island Center. Of course, it's the Queen Show. It's Miss St. Croix, so you need to go and check that out. And that same night, you're looking some place to go. If you're not the Queen Show type and you're more into Calypso, well, come on over to Gertrude's from about 6 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. And of course, you're going to experience the Calypso elimination. All right? West Mall says Caiso. So coming out is about 17 to 19 Calypsonians will be there trying to get to the finals, and I'll be there alongside with Bad Company. So come on out, and also the world famous Express Band. They'll be doing the backup music. So please come and support your Virgin Islands culture. And then we're going to move on. We're going to tell you about we're going straight into the Christmas weekend. And don't forget also, after the Calypso show, you can go down to Frontline if you want to party and have a drink or two and get something to eat. Go down to Frontline. Enough nice music and good things there to eat. So go down to Frontline. And then we're going to tell you about Friday, the 23rd, of course, of December at Club 54. Styley Band presents their CD release party. On that card, of course, you're going to have Styley Band, you're going to have Daddy Jones and crew, you're going to have Pumpa, you're going to have DJ Carl, and out of Miami, you're going to have DJ Joker. You can't forget Selector Kof, and of course, also Super Tracks. So definitely you want to go down there to Club 54. And then on the 24th, all roads leads to the Malibu Fun Spot. Sega Promotion presents to you all the way from Kingston, Jamaica. It's the unstoppable, world immortal Stone Love Sound movement. Also, you're going to have, of course, the Madras Terrace, DJ Pops, and so much other DJs there also on that card. So you need to go and check it out right over there at the Malibu Fun Spot. And then on the 25th, it's Club 103 Xmas Big Jam. Club style. You got to go and check it out. The past two has been off the chain, so you know Christmas night after you done eat, you want to lose some calories, you know the Monday is a holiday, please go to, of course, to the Penthouse Rooftop. It's all about Club 103. You got to check it out. And then we also got to tell you about January 5th. Mark it on your calendar. January 5th, Crossfire returns to St. Croix for the Crucian Festival. Also on the card, you're going to have DJ Will and Sniper and the Madras Terrace. So please, whatever you do, please do it it peacefully. This is the season to be merry, so I know you're going to be drinking, but if you drink, just don't drive. Back to you, Mr. Jerome.
Thanks, Bogo. More entertainment ahead as we go to the Arthur Richards Christmas show. Stay with us. Students and staff at the Arthur Richards Junior High School held their annual Christmas show earlier today. News Channel 8's Wes Small was there.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. We're at Arthur Richards School in Frederiksted, and you're in for quite a treat tonight. Here with Karen McIntosh, right?
Right.
One of the instructors, along with
Jessica Parker.
And this is just fantastic. Your Christmas show seems to be getting better and better every year. Plus, we want to make sure that y'all attend the Arthur Richards Queen Show, which is next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
We'll try to give you coverage on that. Well, I have to tell you, this is fantastic, the way you all dressed up and doing your scratching thing.
Yes.
What is this all about?
Well, we have our annual Christmas concert, and we're adding our Crucian flavor to it also, because, in the Caribbean, we celebrate Christmas as well.
Yeah.
As you can hear in the background, it's Spanish, Feliz Navidad. So Ms. Parker here, the Fine Arts Department chairperson, was instrumental in putting it together.
Yes, Ms. Parker, this is fantastic.
Well, I really like having the kids be able to go out and perform for the other kids. It really just boosts their self-esteem, and everyone's really excited about how hard these kids have been working in such a short period of time. We're working with Mr. Brown here with the band. It's just amazing, and we also have the Steel Pans that are going to be performing today, too.
With that, I'd like to take you to a little piece of the Christmas concert right now. I want y'all to see these crazy socks. Today is Crazy Sock Day. Look at him. Come here, you got some crazy socks too. It's a crazy sock. Look at it. This is classic. Looks like they stole these socks from the set of The Wizard of Oz. All right, well, we can't leave until we promote the Arthur Richards Queen pageant. Quickly, we're going to do some of the contestants, name them. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Amanda Maturin,
I'm Maturin. Miss Maturin, how old are you?
13 years old.
All right, all ready for the Queen show on Thursday?
Yes,
All right, very good. And tell me what you'd like to do with your career.
I would like to be an astronaut.
An astronaut. Just interviewing somebody from Cape Canaveral yesterday. Here comes NASA. Miss Maturin for NASA. Thank you. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Akima Gary,
And you are how old?
14-year-old.
All right. What's your favorite subject in school?
And math.
Math? And what would you like to do with your career?
My career, I'm going to be a nurse and stuff.
What?
A nurse.
A nurse. No problem with that. Last but not least, who do we have?
Kimberly's Gabriel.
All right. And what would you like to do with your career?
I would like to be a veterinarian.
A veterinary. Who's your favorite teacher?
Miss David.
All right, all right. Well, and your show, tell us about your show. It is when, what time?
It is on the 22nd at Arthur A. Richards at 9 o'clock sharp. $5 for adults and $3 for children 13 and younger.
We're going to sell out, right?
Yeah.
All right, one more time, again. Let's wave Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all the stuff. What's small for News Channel 8?
Nagin